Hi, this reading is for educational purposes only. Well, step aside and let Spirit come through. For I, the Lord, this day am reminding you, my children, of the authority that I've given to you. You have my name and you have the blood covenant that I've had with you. You need to have a great revelation of knowledge of these things that I have given to you. My book says, my people will die from a lack of knowledge. So go into my book. You need this revelation knowledge. You will need to use it more in the coming time of these attacks that are coming against you. But I am your protector. Yes, I am your protector. I am your defender. I'm your deliverer, and I am your victory. I have not abandoned you in this time of judgment in this world. You're going to continuously hear things. There's going to be outbreaks, tornadoes, violent things that you're going to hear about. And not only in places that you expect them to be, but there are going to be many places around the nation. You're going to hear of how unusual things are and how large and violent these things appear to be. They appear to be this way. But these storms, they're not natural, and you're going to be able to see it in how they take a direction that is unnatural to anything that you've seen before. And you're going to see how fast they grow in speed and intensity. There's going to be reports of hailstorms, and these are going to be big. They're going to be big, like the size of a human. I know this is hard to believe, but they're going to be reported that they are big, and you're going to hear of tornadoes not only in the United States, but in other places, in other countries where they don't even have tornadoes. There's going to be storms, unprecedented storms in many ways. My children, you're going to hear violent things of biblical proportions. You're going to hear of violent typhoons and large tornadoes, and there's going to be flooding across the earth. You're going to hear of snow in places that have never had snow before. You'll hear of unusual and biblical type weather in various places because your enemies are trying hard. They want to cause damage and chaos. They want to keep you in fear. And they know if they can keep you in fear, they can control you. But also, my children, my judgment is going against them at the same time. It's time for their harvest of judgment. And these storms that they're not going to be able to control them like they used to. These storms are going to be turned on your enemies instead. Just like in my book, the story of Mordecai. And the gallows were supposed to be used for someone else, but the one who built them, that's who they were used for. So these storms that these evil people want to use against you, it is going to be used on them. I will take what is used on you and use it as a blessing to you. So do not be afraid, my children. Do not be afraid when these events happen. Do not be afraid of volcanoes, earthquakes, typhoons, flooding, tornadoes. Remember, you have my name, and when you speak my name, even the storms must obey. Read about this in my word. My children, remind yourself that my word is still more powerful than any type of weather event or any power that your enemies are going to be using against you. Anything within you is so much greater than anything outside of you, and I am with you, so who can stand against you? My children, when you hear of these storms, speak my name against it. Use my name and demand peace for it to be still. Demand peace for the wind, for the storm to be still. Use my name with confidence and boldness. I've told you that every knee must bow at the sound of my name. I've given you more power and authority over all the power of the enemy. Remind yourself of this, my children. When you were in the land of Goshen, they were not affected by the plague that struck Egypt because they were judgments. There were judgments that were set upon the Egyptians, and those were deserved for how they treated my people. But I protected and shielded my people then, and I'm going to protect and shield you now from what's coming. As you see unusual things taking place, you will see this in the Middle East. It's going to continue to happen, and that biblical and unprecedented things that are going to be taking place here. This is because my judgment is striking them for all their death and destruction that they've damaged and caused here on this earth. It's going to happen. It's going to happen in Iran, Iraq, Afghanistan, Qatar, Syria, Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, Turkey. It's going to be reported in China. You're also going to hear of earthquakes in these places. And China will have a very large and violent shaking, my children. I want to repeat it, that they're going to have a large shaking. This is going to be over a 7 on the Richter scale. As you see these large earthquakes, hurricanes, typhoons, cyclones, tornadoes, floodings, volcanoes, all of these things happening, remind yourself of my protection and the judgment that I have said that you would see against your enemies to judge them. My children, use my word and speak to these weather events and this weather phenomenon. You are in this world, but you are not of it, my children. My children, watch how I expose these globalists. I will expose how they've been seeding these clouds and how they've been adding chemtrails, and this has been very real. They add barium and aluminum, and if you take the elements of those first two letters of the barium is Ba and of the aluminum is Al, and you put those together, they're spraying you with something with evil intention. But I'm going to expose them who want to govern your mentality. Oh, my United States and these companies behind it, that they've been paid to cause this devastation, destruction, and death. Yes, my children, this group has targeted you with weather for so long, along with these weapons that they've been using, these bioweapons that are causing you sickness and in bringing upon death of all kinds. My children, walk by faith, not by sight. Go by what you know, what my word tells you to be true. Call out to me, because when you use my name, when you use my words do not return void. My words do not return empty. When you call out to me, I turn to you. And when you state my words, they come back fulfilled. My children, these communities, these three-letter agencies are going to continue to keep things a secret, and how secret of the depths of what has been going on and how groups have been part of all of this. There's going to be a reset that you're going to find out everything that was designed against you. You're going to see how miracle after miracle is taking place to stop them, and how I'm protecting you from all of your enemies' plans. They're trying to intensify these things in the last days. They're trying to throw everything at the wall because they know they have no way of winning, my children. But you need to use your words. You need to use your voice. I will not let them have what they have desired and have planned for you. So stand, and you will see me protect this land and judge every enemy against my children, says the Lord of hosts.